Hello and welcome. Welcome back. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host, David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone. What goes on the Cardone Solutions Podcast? Well, it is a very simple thing. I'm going to go out into cyberspace. Look, 80%, if not 85% of what we do at Cardone Training Technologies is 100% free. So I'm going to go out into cyberspace. I'm going to find some of that free content that's out there. This could be anything. Blog post, email, article, YouTube video, infographic, something on the gram, tweet, LinkedIn, anything. I'm going to take some of this free material that is out there. We'll break it down. I'm going to dissect it. I'm going to put my little spin on it of my own, give you some action ideas, things that you can take this content and then plug it into and get results from where? In your sales, in your business, and your life. So let's just get into today's episode because we're going to be talking about time management strategies. But first, a word from our sponsor. Okay, here's what we know at this point. 84% of managers too busy to train and develop their team the way they wish they could. Most managers wound up in management because they could produce, and they were never taught how to train people in a way that motivates and transfers skill. Lastly, there is an 88% improvement in production and productivity when coaching and training is involved. So, enter the Cardone University coaching program, where we become a virtual extension of your management team. Here's what comes with, okay? Full access to Cardone University, over 30 managed learning courses facilitated by a certified Cardone expert coach, me. Our process increases engagement and accountability. You can have us as a fraction or at a fraction of the cost versus hiring somebody else in-house. We will work with you to increase sales volume, sales profitability, while at the same time reducing extraneous costs and expanding market share. All of that, that's right, okay? So for a complimentary sales process and training analysis plus customized training proposal, call 310-777-0352. That's 310-777-0352. Or shoot an email out to me, david@grantcardone.com. Happy to hop on a call with you. Happy to have a conversation. Let's see if we can partner up. All right, so let's talk time management. Let's talk about it. Let's confront it. Let's look it dead in the eye. Okay. How many times you ever catch yourself complaining about not having enough of it? Time? How many times have you repeated the phrase in one day? Man, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. I don't have enough time. Okay. Or you ever get frustrated? Because I know I do. Do you ever get frustrated when you see other people getting more done, but you can't seem to figure out how they manage to do that? What kind of excuses do you then come up with to justify your alleged lack of time so you can explain it all away, make sense of why you're not getting it done? You ever find yourself like just straight up angry with those people? The ones that have it all? The ones that have 10x their entire life? Okay, here's a question for you. How are you spending your days? I mean, do you often feel like you could be doing more, but you just don't quite have the time? So I'm going to give you 3 time management strategies that will absolutely positively help. But there will be a condition. You might have to open your mind up beyond what you currently know. Because if what you know about time management is not getting you the time that you think you need to get what you know you need to get done, then you might have to open your mind up a little bit. So, you ready? Okay, good. Step number 1. I want you to write down the areas of your life that you want to be great in. And when you do this, turn off the regulator. You don't have to make sense of this stuff. When you think about what you want to be great in, do not allow average think to creep up on you. Don't let average think convince you why you can't or why that won't work. Okay? Just write down the areas of your life you want to be great in. Go get a notebook. Jot it down. No limits. Turn off the regulator. Okay? So that's step 1. Step 2 is you want to fill up every blank space in your calendar with a task that will improve yourself or some area of your life. Look at your days. Are the actions you're taking in the day-to-day moving you towards the areas of your life you want to be great in? Are there things happening in your day-to-day that you could probably eliminate, get rid of, remove, minimize, or just straight up replace? You got any bad habits that need to go bye-bye? You know, it takes about 11 minutes on average to smoke a cigarette. So back when I was smoking a pack a day, I was blowing 4 hours of my day smoking. Just saying. So 2, fill up or replace blank space in your calendar with a task that will improve you, some area of your life. 3, pay someone else to do your chores. Whoa, what? Yeah. Okay. Look, any task that is not contributing to your goals is a task you should not be doing. This is the wealth mindset. To the degree that you struggle with embracing this concept, you can then use that as a barometer in terms of how much of your think you need to shift over into the wealth mindset. I'm almost feeling like I should repeat that because this is a hard thing even for me. Any task not contributing to your goals, the areas of your life you want to be great in, is a task you should not be doing. This is the wealth mindset. And to the degree you struggle with embracing this concept, you can use that as your barometer in terms of how much think you have to shift. You got it? Make sense? Okay, so the bottom line is this. Is when you make better use of your time, you know what happens? You wind up making more money. When you make better use of your time, you make more money. Okay? These time management strategies I just gave you, literally, tip of the iceberg. Would you like us to show you how you can increase your income right now? Don't waste any more time, because time is either spent or it is invested. And we do both every single day. I do. The question you really want to start thinking with right now is, what's the ratio? What is the ratio of tasks and activities that improve you or some area of your life versus, say, Xbox? How much of smoking, how much of your day is spent versus invested? And then are you willing to make the changes necessary to shift to more time invested than spent? What's the difference? Investments have an ROI. Spent, gone. Assets and liabilities, baby. Time is money. Is your time right now being used more as an asset, or is your time a liability? So a large part of Cardone U and a huge part of our coaching program is literally us helping you get right with time, your time. Because look, if you're not right with time, you will never get your money right. Do you want to get your money right? Then you got to get your time right. Because what? Time is money. So if you can't control time, how will you ever be able to control money? Okay? So for more information, literally about the Cardone coaching program, call me. I'm at 310-777-0352. I have sales teams of one dude is doing coaching with me right now. And then I got sales teams of 15, 16, 20 people as well. Anything in that range or more, we can help. So if you have a sales team and you have a whole bunch of guys that are having a hard time getting that wealth think, imagine what we could do for them. And what would that do for your bottom line? Okay. So call me, 310-777-0352. Shoot an email out, david@grantcardone.com. Not ready for that step yet? Hop over and get on Cardone U. It's free right now. CardoneSolutions.com/Cardone, the letter U, the word free. That's CardoneSolutions.com/Cardone U free. This has been another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. We're talking time management today, so remember this. Number 1, write down the areas of your life that you want to be great in. 2, fill up every blank space in your calendar with a task that will improve you or some area of your life. 3, pay someone else to do your stuff. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. If you have gotten value from this, please, number 1, make sure that you have subscribed. Thank you in advance for doing that. And then share this sucker out. If you are hearing something today that is helping you, that is benefiting you, one of these 3 tips, you're like, oh my God, I need to do that, then I promise you somebody else needs to hear this too. So don't be selfish. Share the love. Get it out there. Thank you again so much for listening. And I'm going to leave you with the words of Grant Cardone, which is be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.